Back to Science Night 2000 is the Science Museum of Minnesota's second annual teen-organized event to invite and stimulate high school students to share their thinking and projects in science.
Well, let me just add my word of welcome. It's very, very nice to have all of you here. I hope that you have a chance, if you haven't already, to look at the projects that are here, and also to wander through the rest of the museum at some point tonight, because there are some phenomenal pieces of work up there that the kids have done, and I would like you all to make sure that you have time to do that, because that's a lot about what tonight is. I am immensely proud of the work that these kids are doing all over the institution, and I hope that you will be able to share in that work.
The theme of this year's Back to Science Night is Yesterday, Today, Tomorrow, How Science Shapes Our World. Projects this year range from jelly beans to health, fossils to culture, parachutes, and weather.
What I really liked is how on each level there were everyone was doing, all of the students in the science fair. It wasn't everybody was all in one area, you know. You could kind of wander through it, and it was kind of like they became part of the exhibits themselves. So you can kind of like be like, oh, I'm over here playing with this electrical thing, but I can also play with this catapult thing that this, you know, guy has made or whatever. So I thought that was kind of cool.
Showing us our past and what was here before us, and that we could end up looking like it if we don't. For another thing is that we need to save our resources, because we could end up like this. But if we don't like conserve on our energy and shut off the lights when you're not in the room, that we could run out of fossil fuels and we won't be existing anymore.
People don't really think about what they're doing every day, like what they're using and how they just throw things away without even recycling things. They think it doesn't matter because, oh, it's just them, and so it won't do anything to the world. But if everyone thinks like that, then it builds up.
I feel that probably over time people have grown and taken to take advantage of their surroundings, and change is kind of hard because people are so caught up in their everyday individual lives that it's kind of hard to see the big picture.
Another reason why is because they're thinking, oh, I'll eventually get to it, someone else will start, and everybody thinks like that, and then nobody starts, so it never gets done. And then the few that do don't have enough impact on the rest to change everything.
I'm a volunteer here. Every Wednesday, I greet the school children. I love it. I've been with the Science Museum for 8 years now. And a lot of volunteers ask me, says, oh, Ruthie, how can you stand that noise? Well, noise don't bother me. I've been around it all my life, and I love children. We're looking at future scientists. I don't care whether they're black, white, pink with purple stripes. They're still bright kids. And we always see on television when horrible things happen. Why can't we see some of the good stuff? It doesn't bring the reading up, that's why. And they're wrong.
That first parachute was just a nice little one. This is the second one. This chute was burnt on for an extra long time. It's got a double top, so it goes even slower. So the reason it's wiggling is because when the air molecules get caught in the parachute, they want to escape. Well, when the parachute begins to wiggle, the air molecules are escaping from the side. That is why it's wiggling down and down and down. So you get the idea.
This is one of the few places where young people have actually been involved in the sacred task of exhibit design. That does not happen in most museums. Young people don't get that opportunity. So I really value that, and I value upstairs. I think it was phenomenal. And this, interesting, was not the first time I had seen kids' exhibits displayed alongside the professionally done exhibits. Kids were up there with their projects tonight, right mixed in with everybody with the professionally done exhibits, and people were talking to them. You can't imagine what that does for a young person. For many young people, it can be the beginning of a career in science.
The out-of-school experiences are probably as important as the in-school experiences if a child is going to sustain the interest in science and move on into the course selection and careers. They need the background, the hard science and math background, but they need support, lots of support.
I'd like to welcome everybody tonight to our second annual Back to Science Night event 2000.
This is our second annual Back to Science Night. And what Back to Science Night is, it's all about, this year it's organized by youth in the Youth Science Center. Back to Science Night is pretty much Youth Science Center of the Science Museum, Minnesota. It's pretty much geared towards promoting high school students into the science experience and opportunities for high school students. Pretty much we're gearing towards the metro area. And hopefully you guys have fun today. I saw great science projects out there.
I'm going to say a few things about the speaker. His name is Dr. Robert Perry Moses. He wants us to call him Bob, so feel free to call him Bob. I got to have lunch with him this afternoon. He's a really incredible man. What I wrote just basic information about him, about who he is, what he does, what he did, and now after meeting him, there's a bigger side because we got to go have lunch with him, and he's a real soft-spoken man. Really, he doesn't speak at a loud tone, and he speaks real gently. But when he talks, the words he says, it makes so much sense. It makes sense, but I never heard nobody talk like puts things so complex, so simply, and because they were talking things that were over my head, and he made it seem like I knew what they were talking about the whole time. I was like, oh, who's this guy? Because in the book it makes him sound like he's more towards a radical, loud, outspoken person who's out there, because especially when talk about his past, that he's always out there, protesting and pushing, and then you meet him, it's just like, this is the same guy, you couldn't tell. But, man, yeah, really incredible man, really. And right now, I'd like to introduce Bob.
Okay, when I say 2, you say 3. 2. 3. 2. 3. When I say 3, you say 5. 3. 5. 3. 5. When I say 5, you say 7. 5. 7. 5. 7. When they say 7, you say 11. 7. 11. 7. 11. When they say 11, you say 13. 13. 13. When they say 13, you say 17. 17. 17. When I say 17, you all say 19. 17. 19. 17. 19. When I say 19, you all say 23. 19. 23. 19. 23. When they say 23, you say 29. 23. 29.
He gave me a different outlook on math and just numbers in general, because I'm not a math person. I like the way he gave us the prime numbers, and that little thing, even though I can't remember it really, but I think if I were to put it on tape, I would remember it. So I like that he gave us a new way of getting all of our prime numbers.
Yes, we're talking about yes, we're talking about the prime numbers. So after 59, what's the next prime number?
there was lots of people who participated, and we're getting a wide range of, we're starting to get a wider range of people participating, not just from like people in like the Science Museum, but everywhere. Now we're starting to get more people, not just in the Twin Cities, but from other, I think from other cities too, that have came and presented some stuff, or maybe just came down here to see some stuff.
Your prize, I give you the first prime number, the only even prime number, 2.
2.
Your prize is 3.
3.
Your prize is 5.
5.
Your prize is 7.
7.
Your prize is 11. 11. Give him a big hand.